What's up guys, Greg with PizzlesTechTime, back again with another video, and today I've got a little budget smartwatch for your Android or Apple phone. Right here in my hand I have the Itouch budget smartwatch. Now this thing is pretty awesome. It's loaded with features, and I think it will compete with some of the bigger brands out there, but for $60 you can find this online right now, and it comes in 4 different colors. I've got the black one here. They also come in gray, brown, and gold. I like the black one here. It'll match with just anything, and I'm willing to test this thing out, and I'm going to try to use it on my iPhone and my Android phone as well. So I'll be able to let you guys know what I think of this watch. So what I think is cool about this watch is it has some features that a lot of the bigger smartwatches don't have. This smartwatch advertises a feature that you can control your camera with it. So I think it'd be really cool to set up your phone and be able to hit your watch to take a picture. Now this watch is going to work with Android 4.4 and up, iPhone iOS 7.2 and up. When you buy a smartwatch by Samsung or Apple, they're usually above $300. So the price point of $60 is amazing, guys, and I'm really excited to show it to you guys. So why don't we check out what's in the box. So we see it has a phone dialer, messaging, call logs, phone book, Bluetooth, settings, camera remote, which I'm very excited about, sleep monitor, sedentary reminder, stopwatch, alarm, music, calculator, and lost alert. This smartwatch can also let you know where the watch is or where the phone is, depending on if you're still connected to Bluetooth. You just say you lost your phone and this thing's gonna ring your phone, or you can go on the app on your phone and say that you lost your watch and the watch will vibrate. So let's take a look and see what comes inside the box, shall we? We're here in front of the Itouch watch here. It does say charging cable included here, so I'm not exactly sure if that's to charge the watch, because when you look here it says USB. It doesn't say lightning connector. So let's see what we got in here. So if you just take the plastic off like so, we have here the smartwatch. Make sure you take off the zip tie that's holding the watch in, and then the watch will pull right out. Not looking too bad. It also comes with a big thick instruction manual here, but a few different things. It smells really good, like Pokemon cards. And then inside you have one charging cable. Now as I thought, guys, you just have a run-of-the-mill USB cable. It's a micro USB. So that's exactly what I suspected. It doesn't look like a very thick cable or anything, so it looks like you're just going to be using this to charge the watch. Peel this plastic off right here. Okay, now the screen, as you can see now that the sticker's gone, look like the screen might be a little bigger. The screen is smaller than it appears, and you also have 3 touch function buttons here, so I'm not sure how touch buttons are going to work out. Let's see what happens if we turn this bad boy on. So what we're going to do is power the watch on. Get the Itouch logo there. Got a tone. Now it's going to ask us our language. So we are going to pick English. And automatically it just brings you right to this screen right here. Now, if you swipe to the right, you've got your Bluetooth, contacts, messages, and dialer. And you can scroll down here. You've got your camera, music, notifier, lost alert, settings, find phone, and alarms. Then we've got your activity and stopwatch and sleep, weather and calculator, calendar, and voice assist. If you press this button right from here, it goes right into the caller. You've got your USB charging right there. You've also got a speaker and a microphone. Very large cuts for those things. And on the back of the watch, you've got the Itouch branding. It's a metallic finish. So pressing this button from here turns your watch display on. And if you would like to go into your apps, you just swipe up right from this system right here. So this looks like a home button, and this looks like a shortcut, and this Opens up the apps. So now I'm just going to compare this smartwatch with the Gear S3 very quickly. Now you can see that their screens are around the same size, but the Gear S3 has a much wider screen because it is a circle. Touch responsiveness, they're pretty much both pretty good. The Gear S3 having a bezel to turn and also having 2 function buttons. This one has 3 touch buttons and a power button. Okay. Okay, I'm going to power on Bluetooth and I'm going to turn my phone on and we're going to go to Bluetooth settings and we've got the Itouch right here. Try to connect, see what it says. I'm going to pair them both at the same time. Okay, we're pairing. So it looks like you have to pair on both to get it to work. Okay, so we are connected. Let's see if you need the application to run anything. Okay, this doesn't seem to be working. So let's see if we launch the camera. Oh wow, it actually does work, guys, so that is pretty cool. Get your boy right here. So if you want to take a photo, you just open up your camera and what it'll do is it'll actually take a photo. So I find that pretty interesting. So you got me right here. And that actually works, so that's a really cool feature. Now you do have to have the camera open, it looks like, on the iPhone. Now it seems like there should be just one application to use this smartwatch, but for some reason I'm seeing a bunch of them. Okay guys, this is actually the application that you want to download for iPhone is the Itouch SW2. Let's open that up. So we're going to always allow. Okay. So this one seems to have some more things you can do. So weather sync. Okay, now it's going through the functions. It keeps saying data sync, data sync, data sync. So I'm not exactly sure what is the case here. Okay, now because I downloaded that application, I'm just going to try to reset this watch here. Now let's see if we can actually get this thing to sync up. Weather sync, okay. Now we've got weather in Attleboro. Awesome. Bluetooth is not connected. How is it not connected? It is connected. Ah. So it's just little frustrating things with this because it is getting the weather. Every time I try to do something, it's telling me Bluetooth is not connected. Okay, so for some reason it's not working with the iPhone. Okay, so overall with iOS, I do believe the watch is usable, but you are missing out on some features as far as I can tell. The music not working. It keeps saying sync failed. We're going to open the application on the Galaxy S9. So now we have connected. Now it's accessing my contacts. See if we can sync the weather. Now my guess is it's going to work a lot better on Android than it does on Apple. Hopefully. Okay, the syncing for the contacts is actually working. That's great. On the iPhone, it just kept disconnecting. Okay, so I've got my contacts. Messages are loading. Okay, awesome. So call log is working. Okay, now this watch seems to be working a lot better with Android. Now for the last thing, we're going to try weather. Having a little issue getting the weather to sync. Okay, weather does not want to work right now. Now this still says tap to speak to Siri. I'm actually asking Google a question.
Here's a question. There are so many different foods to try. What's your...
Okay, so the voice assist is working. So everything seems to be working a lot better with Android, so that's awesome. The only thing I'm having trouble with is actually the weather. For whatever reason, the weather does not want to work, so there seems to be a few small issues here. Okay guys, that is the Itouch smartwatch, and I've got to say it has some major cons. Usability with iPhone is very skewed. It doesn't seem to want to work all the time. The build quality is pretty good, although the ability to change the watch bands is not there. Therefore, the sliding on my wrist, I can't get it any tighter than this. Now, I have a very small wrist, so this may not apply to you, but for me, it's a con. Also, the 3 buttons on the face of the watch are not very accessible, that you could hit the wrong one by accident. And like I said guys, small hand, small wrist, and I'm still hitting, I don't know which button I'm hitting because they're actually touch buttons and they're not actually giving feedback when you touch them. If I was going to give some advice, I would definitely say just have physical buttons on the side of the watch and then the ability to swipe through and touch the icons. I think that's more than enough for a smartwatch. Adding touchscreen buttons just makes everything work a little bit worse. But the buttons do work when you make sure you're pressing the right one. Compatibility, as the box says, it's compatible with iPhone and Android, but I would not suggest using it for iPhone because I can't pull up my call logs, I can't pull up my messages, and in that aspect I see really no point in using it other than Siri functionality and a few other things. With Android, everything seems to be working correctly. I was pretty happy with the performance with my Android phone, but I could not get the weather to sync. So there's cons for both, but I do believe Android is the OS to use with this watch. Like I said, iPhone just has too many problems. You got some cons with the build quality, you got some cons with the OS, but overall I think it's a pretty good buy for $60. If this is your one and only smartwatch and you have an Android phone and 50 or 60 bucks to spare and you want it, sure, why not buy it? If you're hoping that this watch will do it all, just like the Samsung Galaxy Gear, it will not, unfortunately, guys, but it does step up and do many things, and it works pretty well. If you're thinking about purchasing it, as long as you have Android, I can definitely say that I think it works pretty well. There are some glitches with the applications and with the smartwatch itself not functioning with the weather. Overall, I think it's a pretty decent buy. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you smack that like button and subscribe with notifications on, because I'll be uploading tech videos weekly in 4K 60 FPS. So I greatly appreciate that, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember, you can follow me on social media at PizzlesTechTime, and I answer all comments, so if you have any questions, just leave them right down below for me. Alright guys, thanks a lot. See you later. Peace.